Hello and welcome back to Down the Track. And CSK have opened their account, beating RCB and winning the first game of the IPL 2022 season after four consecutive losses. It was a comfortable win in the end. 23 runs, brilliant partnership between Dubey and Uttapad. That was the game changer, and that was the difference between the two sides. The way they both batted, around 165-run partnership. Uttapad mentioned it in the press conference in the post match that it was a conscious effort for him to attack the fast bowlers and for Shivam Dubey to attack the spinners, and they complemented each other really well, and the plan really came out, and that was the difference, because I think anything less than 200 and RCB would have probably chased it. They got to 193 and there would have been less pressure if it was 200 or even 180, 190. It would have been much more easier for RCB. But RCB, I think, a bit sloppy in the field as well. They missed Harshal Patel a lot. Hope he's doing okay, and of course family comes first, and hope everything is good with him. But like in this game, they missed his presence, and but Hazelwood was there. So apart from that, Hazel was there, Siraj was there, but their fielding, I think, also didn't support them as much. Akashdeep got hit. He had a really good game in the last match, but it's a learning curve for him. He will learn from this. Economy of 14.5, and it's one of those days when two batsmen are set, they just pick everything apart, and that's exactly what happened with Dubey and Uttappan. You have to give credit where due. Faf tried things. Even Hasaranga got hit a bit. He tried to get Maxwell and Shahbaz in, but it just didn't work out, and it was CSK's day. And finally for them and their fans, they register a victory. It was looking like it's going to be a very, very tough season, and one victory at least gives them a sigh of relief, and now they can build from here. Their bowling was really good as well, and the main guy is Mahesh Theeksana from Sri Lanka. Ajinta Mendes 2.0, the way he bowled, mesmerizing, excellent. He trapped all the RCB batsmen, and it was very difficult to get him away. And I think he has a big role to play in this IPL for Chennai. As the pitches get slower, the CSK attack will become a bit more dangerous, with Jadeja and Moeen Ali also contributing. But I think the control that Theeksana showed was immense. Accuracy was really good as well. He did not let the RCB batsmen get away with anything. No room outside that off stump or leg stump. He was constantly there, and he's difficult to pick. We remember Ajanta Mendes as well. In his initial stages, he wasn't easy to pick. After like a year or two, they understood how to play him, and we saw the likes of Sehwag, Dhoni play him very comfortably. But in the beginning, it's very difficult to pick, and that's exactly what Theeksana is right now for CSK. And he's going to have an impact as conditions slow down, as the pitches become more conducive to spin. He's going to have a big role to play, Will Theeksana. But from RCB's point of view, they'll be disappointed. I think from the top four, no one contributing except for Max for 26 of 11. But even if he continued his stay there, I think RCB would have had a chance, because the lower middle order of Shahbaz, Prabhu Desai and Dinesh Karthik, they all contributed. And a shout out to Prabhu Desai's debut for RCB. He batted so well, playing that sweep, reverse sweep, very confident batting. Timing was outstanding as well. And I think he just needed to bat on a bit and get that support as well. I just felt that from the top four, if you had somebody bat through the innings, then it would have been easier to finish off the game. 214-15 is always a tough ask, but you need somebody, especially in your top order, to give you the fireworks, and they didn't get that. Virat Kohli again finding the fielder. Unfortunately, he looked good in the game before, and now he's got out for one. He's been inconsistent in these last couple of years, and hopefully we get to see. We say this every single podcast. Hopefully we get to see him score runs more consistently, because when he does bat, even now, his timing, the shots are unbelievable. But he's not getting it right now, and it's a tough time for him. But I think he will get there. He's still not in too bad of a form. Also, from RCB's point of view, they've had a good start to the season. It's not been that bad, and one loss is okay. They've lost two now, but I think it's okay for them. They lost to a very good partnership, excellent partnership actually, and it's about gathering momentum back, and Hazelwood also getting into his stride. And just believing in these players, because I think the batting lineup is still really good. It's just about someone from the top four contributing, but apart from that, I think they have a very good middle lower order as well. They bat deep, and they will cause problems for teams going ahead in this tournament. So it's just one loss. I think they can just move on from that and get together and plan for the next game. And Hasaranga will have days where he will get hit, but again today he picked up wickets, so he's consistently picking up wickets. He's giving that confidence there, and they just need to have some support, with the third seamer. And if they can get that, if Akashdeep can be precise, he can be accurate, I think that will really help RCB. From Chennai's point of view, Uttapa, man, class player, especially in the IPL. I've been watching him um, since so long. And even I remember 2010-11, he had an outstanding season for RCB. And after that, now for Chennai, he's rewinding the clock, he's scoring those runs, very strong on the leg and offside. And it's just good to see him bat at a very healthy strike rate as well. And he's a class player. And Shivam Dubey as well. Shivam Dubey is one of those players MS Dhoni and this CSK franchise know how to use. Utility player, and they're getting the best out of him. We mentioned this before as well, that if there's any franchise that Shivam Dubey might shine in, and that's CSK. He was there in RCB. RCB must be wondering, what is this, man? Where was this Shivam Dubey when he was with us? Even at Rajasthan, he wasn't this effective. He was scoring, 90 plus runs. You have to really clap your hands for him. I think even in the last game, he did bat well, or the game before that, sorry. So he's, hitting those strides, and he can be he will be a very important player for CSK. Gaikwad not performing is still a worry. 17 of 16 got to a start, but Gaikwad does sometimes get is a slow starter into the season. But I think that's something that he might be worried about. But at the same time, Chennai will back him till the end, because they're that kind of team, and he's also contributed in that trophy win last year. So I don't think they're going to give up on him that easily. And slowly, I think he will get the runs for CSK. But yeah, I think overall an excellent game for Chennai, and they will be looking to work on this, build on this momentum, and keep going, win games. And I think as pitches get slower, they will be a more dangerous side, because they do have spinners, like I mentioned, and they thrive on spinners. Fleming has said it at so many occasions that yes, we're a spin bowling team. We'd like to our spinners to shine and pick up wickets and dominate games, and that's what they want. And I think as the pitches get slow, like I mentioned, conditions become difficult, there's some cracks on the pitch, they will utilize that. And you can see also the way they've changed that spray for the dew, change the time for spraying that spray. It's kind of helped the dew not coming in as much, and that will also help the spinners and CSK as well. So yeah, I think that pretty much wraps it up. The player of the match, you can take your pick, Uttapa or Dubey. I'll just go Dubey because he's got extra runs and he's got a better strike rate, 200. But you could have given it to either one of them. I think they both batted superbly, and they won the game for their side. That partnership was the defining moment of the match. And let's just go into tomorrow's game, Punjab versus Mumbai, big game. Now Mumbai, the only team who haven't won a game. They haven't registered a win in this IPL, and the pressure will be on now, because their rival CSK have also won, and they really need to win. If they lose, the season will be down in the dumps. And I think they're coming up against a very exciting Punjab side. Punjab have lost 2 and 1-2 as well. They're very erratic, but they have a very exciting team. Aggressive from the top. You have Dhawan, Mayank, and then the likes of Bairstow. Livingston has been in stellar form. You have Shah Rukh Khan finishing off games as well, and they can they bat deep as well. Rahul Chahar contributing. I think one change that they will make, they might get in Rajapaksa for Odin Smith, and then get an Indian fast bowler, maybe Rishi Dhawan or something like that. Just, it's tough on Odin Smith, but I think they just want, after that kind of game, they just want to try Rajapaksa. And Rajapaksa hasn't done anything wrong yet. He's actually been very, very impressive. His strike rate has been outstanding. He's striking close to 250, 300. So I think they'll just try him out and go from there. That will really boost to their batting, but they don't want to deplete their bowling too much. And also one thing I want to mention about their bowling, they have 2 class bowlers in Rahul Chahar and Rabada. And Arshdeep is emerging amazing talent, and he's bowled really well in the season so far and last season. But one thing about Rabada is I think he needs to limit those no balls. He can't just be bowling those extras in difficult situations. We saw that in the last game. Everyone's talking about that Odin Smith overthrow, but I think for me, that no ball was worse. Like it was more costly, because that's in your control. Yes, you can say that throwing the ball is also in your control. Fair enough. But I just felt that a world-class bowler like that, he's been bowling too many no balls. If he bowls the 1 odd no ball, like in a crunch situation, okay, fine, I understand. But in every game, almost I've seen him bowl no balls this season, and that's something he will have to put a lid on. And yeah, because he's leading from the front. He's an example for all the other young bowlers in this Punjab team, and you want him to think he's an outstanding bowler. Skill, non-questionable. Pace, everything. He has everything, but it's just that discipline in terms of no balls he needs to look at. That's it. But yeah, I think they're coming up against Mumbai again. Mumbai bowling has been an issue, but in the last game, we saw batting. Apart from Surya Kumar, no one really contributed. Rohit and Ishan got starts, but just couldn't convert that. So that's something that they will be looking to do. I think they have a very good middle order there. Tilak Verma has shown some tremendous form and talent in this season so far. Surya Kumar has been outstanding as well. So they have that middle order. They have the top order as well. It's about getting those runs, and then with the ball as well, showing that discipline. They've tried different things. Tamil Mills, they've tried Daniel Sams, they've tried so many other bowlers as well. It just hasn't worked out for them. Yeah, hopefully they get some luck, and yeah, maybe try a market day or something like that, and try something a bit different. But yeah, let's see how it goes. I think Punjab are actually favorites going into this game, but yeah, Mumbai will want to change that, and yeah, let's see how it goes. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. I will catch you tomorrow after the game, and hopefully we'll have our guests as well joining us. Thank you so much, and take care.